that we were going to be working from home. And it's crazy because there are like, I have found two camps here. One group of people like, screw it, let's just all stay at home. Why are we even going to work? Like, what's the point? And there's another group of people saying, I want to go back to work. Everyone's like, no, get me back. I can't take this anymore. And then there's like these two camps. But one thing which I have noticed is that a lot of people are getting okay with the idea of working from home, especially because it, um, I mean, just in the lines of since we're talking about design, I think that it also allows people to kind of create the place, the environment that works for them. And I don't know if you're on Reddit, but if you're in design, I'm sure you're on Reddit. And they have a lot of these setups, rate my setups and things like that. These YouTubers are doing it. Everyone's doing it, where they're like kind of doing these transformation videos or setups. And you can see a lot of these office setups, and they're really cool to see. They have like standing desks. They have like 4 monitors. It's beautiful to see, and I think people are getting really comfortable now with their internal home space. Very much so.
Yes, of course. I think again, it's a matter of how you look at it. Like in design, I mean, for some people it's easier. I would say if you're younger, single, one of those kind of things, yes. If you have kids in the house, I think it's infinitely harder to draw boundaries.
Yeah.
I think for mothers, I would acknowledge
Yeah.
that. I mean, I deeply admire all the mothers who are doing work from home. I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
I know some people, and I'm just like, it must be exhausting. But I mean, I think you have to go to them. I mean, I think it's easier on some people, tougher on some.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a one size fits all solution. But I mean, like I just said, right? Like the world is changing at such a rapid pace. I mean, let's hope. I think people have settled into working from home a lot more smoothly than they have ever before. Not
Yeah.
that I'm saying there's anything right or wrong about it. Maybe the future is 80% work from home, 20% office, so that people who genuinely can't work from home. In India, we also have like functional problems like internet, bandwidth, is this actually like electricity issues? Basic functionalities are also still challenging in a lot of places.
So my dad runs a business back home in Mumbai, and he's moved everything to the cloud. And he's an old chap. He's around 60 years old. He's been around for the longest time, and he's been like a brick and mortar guy for the longest time. But he's like, I'm moving everything to the cloud now, and I'm getting his staff. Okay, who I always thought that they're very nice people, but they're not very they're not very technologically savvy. So he's like, no, but my staff is also working. So I think they're figuring things out. The biggest problem, in my opinion, and people are still trying to work around this, there's no trust, right? And so I'm not going to, like, it's very hard for bosses to trust that the people that are working for them are getting the work done. And the second thing, which is really weird, but it's, if there's a group of 5 people, so if you have a group of like a team of 5 people, if one of your colleagues decides to go in for work regularly, everyone's going to have to do that, especially if it's a competitive environment where people are looking for raises. If one person's going in to work and their boss is there, or the rest of the team is there, it's going to be very difficult for the other 4 people to justify staying at home. So there is definitely a kind of a peer pressure to go to work.
I mean, it actually, this is a contentious subject.
Go for it.
I think it would depend on the manager. I think it would depend on, like, if you're going to hold on to like HR processes, which are like old school and, metrics on, are you showing up to work? Are you doing enough things? Are you available to me? Are you like top of mind?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that it's a given, but I do think that everybody should be given equal playing ground. But of course, I'm talking in an utopia. But if you're a good manager, I think it's possible. Or if you have a good manager, it's possible to like work from home, and even if people are going to office, you still get the same kind of thing. But I mean, I guess it depends.
How would
There's no
you
like
design
one
around
set.
this problem?
I think there are processes. I mean, irrespective of somebody who's going into work or not going into work, or in location or not in location, I think it's possible to figure out a solution where, you know, as long as it's open dialogue.
Yeah.
I think there's like, it can't be like, I'm going to have a once in a year review. That process is like dead on arrival right now. I would say it should be more like healthy conversations that happen every month, and you're given a chance to prove your worth, whether it's online or in person or whatever. What are the projects I've done? How am I improving? What are my new KRAs? Can I do something else? Can I? There has to be active participation on both ends. The thing is that you could be remote in like Timbuktu for all I care, but then if there is intent that I would like to do more and you ask for it, I think most people would be open to it. I mean, but like I said, it depends on how the manager looks at it, rather than, the employee can do a lot. But if your managerial processes are like old school and you have like once a year review or once a year bonus or whatever I think some of those processes need to be rethought out
definitely
in like the future. Yeah.
And there are